Bienvenue chez Exam Heist, votre partenaire de confiance pour réussir vos certifications. Nous proposons des supports d'études complets, en ligne et hors ligne. Et nous sommes là pour vous guider pas à chaque étape. Des guides PDF détaillés aux exercices pratiques bien structurés. Toutes les questions essentielles sont soigneusement couvertes pour vous donner toutes les chances de réussir. Vous aurez toujours les bonnes ressources à portée de main. Téléchargez les PDFs. Faites des tests et connectez-vous à notre équipe d'assistance experte. Avec la pratique interactive en ligne. Entraînez-vous et quand vous voulez. À votre rythme. Nos PDFs prêts pour l'examen sont soigneusement élaborés et régulièrement mis à jour. Des milliers d'apprenants certifiés font confiance à notre qualité et à notre sérieux. Des professionnels qualifiés sont disponibles pour répondre à vos questions. Commencez dès aujourd'hui et donnez à votre préparation l'avantage décisif avec Exam Heist. Visitez Exam Heist. Comme dès maintenant. Exam Heist. Votre parcours vers le succès commence ici.
Question 1. Which personas can a Cisco IS node assume? Option A. Policy service, gatekeeping, and monitoring. Option B. Administration, monitoring, and gatekeeping. Option C. Administration, policy service, and monitoring. Option D. Administration, policy service, gatekeeping. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Administration, policy service, and monitoring. Question 2. What occurs when a Cisco IS distributed deployment has two nodes and the secondary node is deregistered? Option A. The secondary node restarts. Option B. The primary node restarts. Option C. Both nodes restart. Option D. The primary node becomes standalone. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. The primary node becomes standalone. Question 3. Which two features are available when the primary admin node is down and the secondary admin node has not been promoted? Choose 2. Option A. New add user 802. 1x authentication. Option B. Hotspot. Option C. Posture. Option D. Guest AUP. Option E. BYOD. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Hotspot. Option D. Guest AUP. Question 4. Which supplicant S and server S are capable of supporting EAP chaining? Option A. Cisco Secure Services Client and Cisco Access Control Server. Option B. Cisco AnyConnect NAM and Cisco Identity Service Engine. Option C. Cisco AnyConnect NAM and Cisco Access Control Server. Option D. Windows Native Supplicant and Cisco Identity Service Engine. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Cisco AnyConnect NAM and Cisco Identity Service Engine. Question 5. What is a requirement for feed service to work? Option A. TCP port 8080 must be opened between Cisco IS and the feed server. Option B. Cisco IS has access to an internal server to download feed update. Option C. Cisco IS has a base license. Option D. Cisco IS has internet access to download feed update. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Cisco IS has internet access to download feed update. Question 6. What is a method for transporting security group tags throughout the network? Option A. By embedding the security group tag in the 802.1q header. Option B. By the security group tag exchange protocol. Option C. By enabling 802.1a on every network device. Option D. by embedding the security group tag in the IP header. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, by the security group tag exchange protocol. Question 7. An engineer is configuring a virtual Cisco IaaS deployment and needs each persona to be on a different node. Which persona should be configured with the largest amount of storage in this environment? Option A. Monitoring and troubleshooting. Option B. Policy services. Option C. Primary administration. Option D. Platform exchange grid. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, monitoring and troubleshooting. Question 8. In a standalone Cisco IaaS deployment, which two personas are configured on a node? Choose 2. Option A. Subscriber. Option B. Primary. Option C. Administration. Option D. Publisher. Option E. Policy service. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, administration. Option E, policy service. Question 9. A network engineer must enforce access control using special tags without re-engineering the network design. Which feature should be configured to achieve this in a scalable manner? Option A. RBAC. Option B. DACL. Option C. SGT. Option D. VLAN. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, Sergeant. Question 10. A network engineer is configuring a network device that needs to filter traffic based on security group tags using a security policy on a routed interface. Which command should be used to accomplish this task? Option A. CTS role-based policy priority static. Option B. CTS cache enable. Option C. CTS authorization list. Option D. CTS role-based enforcement. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, CTS role-based enforcement. Question 11. In a Cisco IaaS split deployment model, which load is split between the nodes? Option A. Log collection. Option B. Device admission. Option C. AAA. Option D. Network admission. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, AAA. Question 12. What is the deployment mode when two Cisco IaaS nodes are configured in an environment? Option A. Standalone. Option B. Distributed. Option C. Standard. Option D. Active. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, distributed. Question 13. An engineer is testing Cisco IaaS policies in a lab environment with no support for a deployment server. In order to push supplicant profiles to the workstations for testing, firewall ports will need to be opened. From which Cisco IaaS persona should this traffic be originating? Option A. Administration. Option B. Authentication. Option C. Policy service. Option D. Monitoring. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, policy service. Question 14. What does a fully distributed Cisco IaaS deployment include? Option A. PAN and MNT on the same node while PSNs are on their own dedicated nodes. Option B. All Cisco IaaS personas are sharing the same node. Option C. All Cisco IaaS personas on their own dedicated nodes. Option D. PAN and PSN on the same node while MNTs are on their own dedicated nodes. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. All Cisco IS personas on their own dedicated nodes. Question 15. An engineer is configuring 802.1x and wants it to be transparent from the user's point of view. The implementation should provide open authentication on the switch ports while providing strong levels of security for non-authenticated devices. Which deployment mode should be used to achieve this? Option A. Closed. Option B. High impact. Option C. Low impact. Option D. Open. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Low impact. Question 16. A network administrator changed the Cisco IS deployment from pilot to production and noticed that the JVM memory utilization increased significantly. The administrator suspects this is due to replication between the nodes. What must be configured to minimize performance degradation? Option A. Enable the endpoint attribute filter. Option B. Review the profiling policies for any misconfiguration. Option C. Ensure that Cisco IS is updated with the latest profiler feed update. Option D. Change the reauthentication interval. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Enable the endpoint attribute filter. Question 17. An administrator is attempting to replace the built-in self-signed certificates on a Cisco IS appliance. The CA is requesting some information about the appliance in order to sign the new certificate. What must be done in order to provide the CA this information? Option A. Install the root CA and intermediate CA. Option B. Generate the CSR. Option C. Download the CA server certificate. Option D. Download the intermediate server certificate. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Generate the CSR. Question 18. An administrator is adding network devices for a new medical building into Cisco IS. These devices must be in a network device group that is identifying them as "medical switch" so that the policies can be made separately for the endpoints connecting through them. Which configuration item must be changed in the network device within Cisco IS to accomplish this goal? Option A. Change the device profile to medical switch. Option B. Change the device type to medical switch. Option C. Change the device location to medical switch. Option D. Change the model name to medical switch. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Change the device type to medical switch. Question 19. An organization wants to split their Cisco IS deployment to separate the device administration functionalities from the main deployment. For this to work, the administrator must deregister any nodes that will become a part of the new deployment. But the button for this option is grayed out. Which configuration is causing this behavior? Option A. All of the nodes are actively being synced. Option B. All of the nodes participate in the PAN auto failover. Option C. One of the nodes is an active PSN. Option D. One of the nodes is the primary PAN. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. One of the nodes is the primary PAN. Question 20. A network administrator must configure Cisco IS personas in the company to share session information via syslog. Which Cisco IS personas must be added to syslog receivers to accomplish this goal? Option A. Admin. Option B. Policy services. Option C. Monitor. Option D. PX grid. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Monitor. Question 21. What is the maximum number of PSN nodes supported in a medium-sized deployment? Option A, 2. Option B, 3. Option C, 5. Option D, 8. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, 5. Question 22. How is policy services node redundancy achieved in a deployment? Option A, by creating a node group. Option B, by deploying both primary and secondary node. Option C, by enabling VIP. Option D, by utilizing radius server list on the NAD. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, by creating a node group. Question 23. Which two fields are available when creating an endpoint on the context visibility page of Cisco? Eyes. Choose 2. Option A, security group tag. Option B, endpoint family. Option C, policy assignment. Option D, identity group assignment. Option E, IP address. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, policy assignment. Option D, identity group assignment. Question 24. In which two ways can users and endpoints be classified for TrustSec? Choose 2. Option A, VLAN. Option B, dynamic. Option C, CORS. Option D, SGACL. Option E, SXP. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, VLAN. Option B, dynamic. Question 25. When configuring Active Directory groups, what does the Cisco ISE use to resolve ambiguous group names? Option A, MIB. Option B, SID. Option C, MAB. Option D, TGT. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, SID. Question 26. Which permission is common to the Active Directory join and leave operations? Option A, remove the Cisco ISE machine account from the domain. Option B, search Active Directory to see if a Cisco ISE machine account already exists. Option C, set attributes on the Cisco ISE machine account. Option D, create a Cisco ISE machine account in the domain if the machine account does not already exist. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, search Active Directory to see if a Cisco ISE machine account already exists. Question 27. Which interface level command is needed to turn on 802.1x authentication? Option A, .1x system auth control. Option B, .1x pay authenticator. Option C, AAA server radius dynamic author. Option D, authentication host mode single host. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, .1x pay authenticator. Question 28. Which radius attribute is used to dynamically assign the inactivity active timer for MAB users from the Cisco ISE node? Option A, session timeout. Option B, termination action. Option C, radius server timeout. Option D, idle timeout. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, idle timeout. Question 29. What does the .1x system auth control command do? Option A, globally enables 802.1x. Option B, causes a network access switch not to track 802.1x sessions. Option C, enables 802.1x on a network access device interface. Option D, Causes a network access switch to track 802. 1x sessions. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Globally enables 802.1x. Question 30. What should be configured on the Cisco ISE authentication policy for unknown MAC addresses, identities for successful authentication? Option A. Continue. Option B. Pass. Option C. Drop. Option D. Reject. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Continue. Question 31. Which command displays all 802. 1x MAB sessions that are active on the switch ports of a Cisco Catalyst switch? Option A. Show authentication sessions interface G1/0 X output. Option B. Show authentication sessions. Option C. Show authentication sessions output. Option D. Show authentication sessions interface G1/0 X. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Show authentication sessions. Question 32. What are two requirements of generating a single certificate in Cisco ISE by using a certificate provisioning portal without generating a certificate signing request? Choose 2. Option A. Enter the IP address of the device. Option B. Enter the common name. Option C. Choose the hashing method. Option D. Locate the CSV file for the device MAC. Option E. Select the certificate template. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Enter the common name. Option E. Select the certificate template. Question 33. Refer to the exhibit. Which command is typed within the key of a switch to view the troubleshooting output? Option A. Show authentication sessions MAC 000E. 84 of 59 of details. Option B. Show authentication registrations. Option C. Show authentication interface Gigabit Ethernet 2/0, 36. Option D. Show authentication sessions method. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Show authentication sessions MAC 000E.84 of 0.59 of details. Question 34. What gives Cisco ISE an option to scan endpoints for vulnerabilities? Option A. Authentication policy. Option B. Authorization profile. Option C. Authentication profile. Option D. Authorization policy. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Authorization profile. Question 35. Which two values are compared by the binary comparison function in authentication that is based on Active Directory? Option A. User presented certificate in a certificate stored in Active Directory. Option B. MSCHAPV2 provided machine credentials and credentials stored in Active Directory. Option C. User presented password hash and a hash stored in Active Directory. Option D. Subject alternative name and the common name. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. User presented certificate in a certificate stored in Active Directory. Question 36. What happens when an internal user is configured with an external identity store for authentication, but an engineer uses the Cisco ISE admin portal to select an internal identity store as the identity source? Option A. Authentication is redirected to the internal identity source. Option B. Authentication is granted. Option C. Authentication fails. Option D. Authentication is redirected to the external identity source. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Authentication fails. Question 37. Which two actions occur when a Cisco ISE server device administrator logs into a device? Choose 2. Option A. The Cisco ISE server queries the internal identity store. Option B. The device queries the external identity store. Option C. The device queries the Cisco ISE authorization server. Option D. The device queries the internal identity store. Option E. The Cisco ISE server queries the external identity store. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. The Cisco ISE server queries the internal identity store. Option E. The Cisco ISE server queries the external identity store. Question 38. An engineer is configuring the guest password policy and needs to ensure that the password complexity requirements are set to mitigate brute force attacks. Which two requirements should be included in this policy? Choose 2. Option A. Active username limit. Option B. Password expiration period. Option C. Access code control. Option D. Username expiration date. Option E. Minimum password length. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Password expiration period. Option E. Minimum password length. Question 39. An engineer is using the low-impact mode for a phased deployment of Cisco ISE and is trying to connect to the network prior to authentication. Which access will be denied in this deployment? Option A. DNS. Option B. DHCP. Option C. EAP. Option D. HTTP. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. HTTP.